Alright guys, so we're back and have some interesting news here at the garage. The economy is not that good, as you all might have been seeing. And yeah, gas prices, that's kind of hurting the sales, so we're going to have to like cut prices on some of the trucks and stuff, etc. And we might have to start doing some big cutting. So my ultimate hope for this place was to be able to be kind of how it looks now to some degree, be able to have a nice, at some point be able to build a nice showroom for custom trucks, etc. Be able to build these out, have custom truck orders come in, but also be able to find old trucks, old cars, be able to fix them up and stuff. And we have done that to some degree, but economy wise it's not really that profitable to be doing that right now, and it's really kind of hurting at this point. So luckily I have some other investments and stuff like that I have going on, but we might be on the verge of yeah, closing down here. So we'll have to see how that all goes. I think one option is just leaving the shop as it is, be able to, when custom truck orders come in, only work with those custom truck orders. Like obviously we have the TOX 3500s that we're working on for some SEMA concepts, so we're getting paid for that, so that's working out good. But other than that, we really haven't gotten that many custom truck orders of late. So I mean, we've done good work. Obviously these trucks look great, they've been fixed, and even like the Mustang, we've gone through all these things and gotten them fixed up and stuff, so that works out good. But yeah, financially, it's not really making a whole lot of sense to keep all of this as is at the moment. So kind of a bummer to some extent, but gotta follow the money to some degree. Money will tell you what you need. So let's see here. So pulling the Mustang up here, we also have the. Make sure I can't tell if I'm centered or not. There we go. Make sure we're nice and centered. Get the thing centered up here. Ah, driving off. Don't need that. Alright, here we go. Right up there. There we go. So Mustang has sold, so we got to take that off to the drop-off point for pickup. We've got the Volkswagen Bug, that's sold as well, so we, luckily it's the same pickup point that we got to take this to. So really glad we got a pretty good price out of both of these, so it's kind of nice. Two guys decided they wanted the cars, ordered them online and stuff, so able to get these things moving off is kind of helpful. So just wrap this right on up here, make sure we don't bump the stang. Maybe a little bump there, not too bad. Alright, so both cars on there though, very, very nice. We'll go ahead and get our trailer taken care of here. But yeah, financially, kind of hurting with how sales are and stuff. Plus also, as I said, just fuel-wise, where those prices are, that's really not been helping things out at all. So go ahead and get some of these straps on here, and hopefully that'll hold those things on down. So what we got going on otherwise is we have slashed prices on the Toyota. The Ram here is still current price. We've slashed prices on the 82. We had built this as a multi-purpose vehicle, and then the company that had ordered it, they went out of business for obvious reasons, and so this thing's been sitting on the lot and waiting for somebody. So this thing's been slashed. I think we were asking $42,000 because it has front plow mount, multiple other versions of things you can put up on there. We also have the flatbed, multiple capabilities there, but yeah, we slashed it down to $30,000 trying to move it along. This thing right here, this thing's really, really cool. Love the low rider with the really big tires on this thing. It looks really, really good. Was asking about I think we were asking $40,000 because it really wasn't that hard to build, and so we've put that down to $27,000, so trying to move that along. King Ranch, since that's brand new on the lot, We haven't slashed that yet. We're asking about 53,000 for how it is. I mean, interior brand new. We've got the new entertainment radio system in there. We've got all new AC. Everything in here is brand new engine. We've gone through that. Somebody was asking, "Hey, is this a diesel?" And it's like, no, this is not a diesel. This is the gasoline engine in this truck. Don't ask me why, but it is the gasoline variant, and I think we went through and tuned it, so I think it's getting like maybe 1.5 miles to the gallon better gas mileage, so that's kind of nice to know. But we also have, I think we gained 10 pounds of torque, something like that. So just off of what it was doing when we got here. So luckily we got that done, and then obviously got this Ford all gone through, and it is ready to go. What's my JD truck for a little while. So Raptor front end there by Lizard Fabrications. So it looks really good. This truck's been fun. Love it. Nice suspension. We also got the air suspension fixed on it. It had been riding kind of low, so we got that fixed. Got it raised up, so asking about $33,000 on this. So hopefully we can get somewhere in that range. If not, we can probably drop it down to 25, 23-ish. Because I mean, we got our money's worth out of it overall. So just kind of moving it along. Then, of course, got the Ram over here, and so this has been a little test track truck, so we've used it to kind of test out, make sure the dirt is where it needs to be, make sure there's not any washout, stuff like that, but also kind of to let the customers, because we have had a few people come through with looking at the trucks, wanting to test out how it is, and so gave them an opportunity to test it out in this, and then test out the truck they were looking at, so they could feel the differences and see how they liked it, and so that kind of worked out pretty good. Also, this is also the main property trail management truck, so we'd go out there to do some management on that land. We have some plans for that as well, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. But this truck right here, going to be getting this on the lot here, so we've kept up with it, so we don't have to do any checks. It has been well maintained since we got it, and so we're just going to put this up on the lot. So it has the heavy duty lift kit. If somebody wants it but doesn't want the lift kit on it, we can lower it back down and stuff, and that'll probably just cost them about $1,500 more just for us to get it done, plus hours for Hank, so we'd probably do that. But looking at about I mean, it's been used, it's pretty heavily used. Interior isn't the worst. I mean, it's definitely not new, but I mean, it's decent. It's a decent truck. So I'd probably start this out even with how it is. It looks really good. Probably $27,000 with what it is, how much it's been used. Don't really want to do. The engine is as it is. So we haven't changed it out. It's not a new engine, new transmission, anything that. But it's working great. There's no issues, no leakage, and it's been a great truck. But yeah, just kind of asking for a little bit, not a whole lot. But it's definitely done its service. So we got that going on. Once I get done talking here, I've got to get that load done. But yeah, then we got, of course, campers. We got the 82 here. So this was my road trip truck, and so really nice. I like these things work really good. Get good gas mileage. Let me see what engine is in here. This is a 6.7 liter high stroke V8, and it's been tuned. And with the camper on it, if I was tracking my miles correctly, which I think it was, I was getting somewhere around the range of highway miles, getting about 23-25 miles to the gallon with this truck, which isn't too bad, especially with it being a duty and stuff. It was a pretty good truck. Round town, couldn't really get a good guess on that, but I'm gonna say with the spec sheets that I have for these things, you're probably looking at about 15 or less miles to the gallon in the city. When you add in the camper by itself, it's probably doing 17, maybe less, but somewhere around that range. But we got this thing with the camper setup. We have it separated to show you. be able to do a demo with customers that might be interested to show them how it gets installed and stuff. And so this whole setup here is about $58,000 because this thing has multiple uses. It has solar panels and other stuff on it. So very useful camper, very nicely furbished. And so yeah, $58,000. Not really kind of budge on that too much. We might, like, if they need some changes to the truck or something like that, we'll haggle over price. But yeah, about $58,000 for this whole set right here. And then of course we got this Brazilian D20 truck, which this isn't even supposed to be on the lot anymore. Hank was supposed to take it over to his place because he's got a cousin somewhere in Montana, I think. Yeah, somewhere in Montana, and he's gonna be. I'm dropping by to get it. I love this thing. This thing, for whatever reason, just with the graphics on it, it always makes me think Dale Earnhardt. I don't know why. It just, with the graphics being black as it is, it makes me think Dale Earnhardt. I don't know why this Chevy D20 makes me think that, but it really does. And of course, it got a turbo. Let me see here. I think, yeah. So this thing has a. I think it's. Let me start it up. I can't remember. Yeah, it has an inline 4 in it, and so with a turbo. Even with the turbo, I think it's only making about, let me see if I can check in my spec sheet here. Chevy D20s, they're making about 200 horsepower, top speed like 49 miles per hour, depending on what your gearing is. So these are really work trucks. These are not really highway trucks. These things are really not meant to be used in any other way than work around the farms or industry type trucks. They're really not supposed to be on the highway. And so this thing's 200 horsepower. I think we might be getting a little bit more from that from the turbo, because they always underrate these things when you add a turbo, so I'm not totally sure. But it's only getting 13 miles to the gallon. It's not that good. That's about its average. So it's not the best truck, but for what it is, usually on like a farm or something like that, these trucks work pretty good. And man, I don't know, they just look good. I've always liked the square body trucks. I don't know. Always make me very happy with that. And of course, we got the off-road custom Trail Boss 8200. This thing is spec'd out, ready to go for any type of off-roading. And this is a fairly new build that got done while I was on my trip and stuff. And so this thing, $56,000 starting price. We will probably drop it down to 48 here in about a week, just because it's so new. But we might be looking at dropping it even further, depending on how it goes. We might be able to actually. I don't remember. Do we have a trailer? We might have a camping trailer back there. We might add that onto it and make it a package deal. Not totally sure, but probably about $70,000 with both those things combined. At the current price right now is what we probably try to sell it for. Then of course we have this off-road, fully modded, with the chrome, with black trim, with this, that, and the other Ford F-350 Super Duty off-road build. This thing was so much fun for Hank anyways to go through. He enjoyed this thing a lot to go through it, and was able to get the air suspension fixed, so this thing does raise up a little bit more, I think. But this thing is just absolutely beautiful. Love these trucks. These things look so good when you get them modded out just right. It actually came mostly like this. The only thing we had to do was get some new chrome pieces. But this thing is awesome. Interior is great. Engine's running great. So awesome truck. This thing is just, man, love it. Looks good. Runs good. And we have not really touched it or drove it really since we got it done. Did a little test drive, I think Hank did. But this thing is awesome. So anyways, we're looking at about $48,000 starting price. Probably drop it down. But this thing is a really good truck. Very excited for whoever gets that, because it is a great truck. Now guys, before I go, obviously we got the TOXs in here. I don't remember if we have any other inventory in here other than the TRX 3500s. Yeah, currently the only other trucks we have are the TRX 3500s base trucks, and so obviously we're going to be working on that for SEMA. Yes, we have 2 traders back here. We also have 2 of the campers. Now, some of these campers are set up for the 2X3500, so we're going to have to build those out for SEMA. But then, of course, we have these guys here that we're looking at. One of those campers, bed campers, might go onto one of these so that we can make it a bundle deal. Let me see. What are these? These are, alright, 6.7 liter and... Alright, so both of these are the 6.7 liters. Very, very good, dependable trucks. Like them. And these things are going to get modded out here at some point as well. I think one of them might be slated as a SEMA build as well. I don't remember at the current moment. Hank has that written down. So we've got some work to do on that. And then, of course, you might have already seen it through the windows, but here's the ranch truck. Now, we took the wood off, but I'm almost wanting to put the wood back on. Let me guys know what you think. But this thing, we have gotten it repainted. All of the rust issues that were there are completely done. Wheels have been polished. The chrome has been polished. And this thing looks beautiful. Brand new thing of paint. It's a gorgeous truck, but I almost really do like it with the chrome, well, not with the chrome, with the wood sidings to some extent. It is just beautiful. I mean, just look at that. That is just a beautiful truck. So, here, let me go ahead and open this up here. We'll drive it out for a second, then bring it back in. I want you guys to hear how this thing sounds. Hop in here. Alright, got that. That's up. So, 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. This thing is beautiful, and it's running almost perfect. Make sure we don't run into the pole back there. Is there a pole? No, we took that pole out. Okay. So, love this truck. It sounds great, and it just drives awesome. Now, we're not about to take it out onto the dirt track. No. This is not a dirt track. This is a show truck. And once again, guys, people must be conserving fuel around here because there's been, like, barely any traffic here for days. I'm not totally sure what's going on, but people are really hurting on those on the gas thing. And electric cars are too expensive, unreliable, and no one's really buying those. So I had looked at trying to get a hold of some of the electric trucks, but money-wise, it's not worth it, and they're just not dependable. So no need to invest money in something that doesn't work. So about 46 miles and 46 miles an hour on this on a straight line. It can get up to 62, but we don't really want to push it too much. But this truck is just absolutely beautiful. We're gonna wrap around here. Hold on, we gotta go fill up on expensive gas here. I forgot that this thing, we hadn't fixed the tank on it, so we'll go and pull on in here really quick. See how Brandon's America is affecting us here. Alright, so I got that done. The water is much poorer, but also I found something inside that I really wanted to try. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast energy drink. Really wanted to try one of those. I cannot wait to see how this tastes. This should be very, very interesting. So we are going to head on out. I cannot believe there's no traffic out here. This is crazy. Yeah. This thing should be really good. It is ice cold. I love it. Alright, so we're going to have to try that out once we get back to the shop. And then I've got a little road trip to take with the cars and stuff. And we'll see if we can drop those out without adding any scratches, hopefully. Anyways, guys, but yeah, that's basically what's going on. Really looking at selling the stock. Really only going to be working on the special builds. And unfortunately, we might... I'm going to have to see if we don't get any orders in the next week or so. We might... This thing has really good brakes. I forgot to mention that, but this thing has really, really good brakes for what it is. Alright, we are going to put it in here once again. We're not about to leave it outside. Just going to roll it on right in here. But, yeah. If we don't get any orders, we will be probably I'll probably be sending the businesses basically what's probably going to happen. So just because of how the financials are going to work. So here, let me run over here really quick. Let me see, what do I want to take? I'm going to save fuel and I'm just going to walk. Actually, I'm going to run here. Woo! Would you believe I'm out of shape? I can believe it. We'll go across the bridge here. Okay. Alright, let me see. I might be able to get into this tower up here and kind of show you. So we got all of these trails and stuff, and one thing that is possibly financially feasible for this is I'm gonna try and climb this up here. There we go. So take a look here. We have this property right out here. So this is all connected into our same trail system here. By the way, that's a great shot of the shop there. That looks really good. Like it. But this right here, this used to be a farm homestead type thing. As you can see, it's just overgrown with bushes, and we got the trees kind of coming back slowly. But this is all our trail, all our property that goes farther back into there. And so it's a very big piece of property that we actually have. And so what I'm looking at is actually selling or maybe leasing, probably selling honestly this property. And who's looking at it currently and who's been talking to me about it is a ATV trailing company. What it is that you get to practice your training skills with rentals. So you don't have to actually buy it. You don't have to maintain an ATV or side by side or anything like that. You can come and rent them, and prices are fairly decent, about $20 an hour, depending on how long you want to be out here. So I mean, with gas prices and maintenance and other stuff like that, that's not too bad. I think that includes like limited insurance in case you get injured, so that way the company will kind of cover the vehicle, but also help you out to some degree as well. So I mean, it's not a bad idea. It sounds pretty good. So, but that's the one person that's interested in this property, and while it is great to have all this property, and I love it, we haven't really used it that much other than me, really. It's only really been me and Hank actually using the property that much, and so it's not been that useful. I'm gonna try and see if I can step down this. Ooh, haha! That is hard going down a ladder that way. That's interesting, but yeah. So, anyways, we got that going on, so we will have to wait and see if the economy turns around. But I do have a few other financial options and stuff that I can look at, so I should be fine. But just this is kind of leaking. It's a money hole that's leaking, and I was hoping it was actually going to make some money in the long run. That's why I invested so much into it. But it's really not doing that well, and also the economy in this area didn't really grow as much as I thought it was. Another reason why I bought this shop area, but yeah, it's just financially not going to be worth sticking around here too long, I don't think. Of course, we do have that piece of property over there that I could potentially lease out as an individual business possibly, but that would require a lot of coding, and that might not work out, because city coding and county coding and all that doesn't always work out. So, but anyways, that's one option. So, anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about. Should I put the wood sides back onto the Apache? I'm almost kind of wanting to myself to see how it looks, but let me know what you guys think. But we're going to be selling hopefully a lot of trucks here, hopefully getting the business kind of wound down to just the custom truck builds, and we'll see if we can make the books work. So obviously we're paying Hank quite a bit, but he does a lot of work, and so I'm not about to cut him, because one main thing of a business, even though you might be financially hurting, quality above all things. You must, even if you go out of business, at least go out of business with a quality record and not a lackluster record. So, not about to let Hank go for anyone cheaper, because anyone cheaper just isn't going to do the job as well as Hank's going to do. So, that's where I'm at, guys. So, anyways, let me know if you're hurting financially from any of this nonsense in the world that's going on. And we'll see you guys here next time on the Game at My Garage. We're going to be heading out and getting these done. So get that done. And we'll see you back here next time on another video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.